Good morning, this is Ryan Littlestone from forexflow.live. And we're kicking off the week this week with an early bit of a risk-on tone to markets. We're seeing the yen pairs high, yen crosses higher, general move higher in the pound, dollar, as I say, general risk tone. As we see more countries easing lockdown measures, so on and so forth. But what's happened as the mornings progresses, we've seen that turn into a bit of a US dollar bid coming in. So we've seen yen pairs fall back a bit, but dollar yen has stayed strong. The pound has weakened versus a dollar, the euro's weakened versus a dollar, Aussie's weakened versus a dollar. And we're seeing this USD strength coming into the market in the middle part of the morning today. Now, one chart I'm looking at is US dollar, Japanese yen. It's been a bit of a sideline show of late, and I'm looking at the daily chart here because it's been at the mercy really of the crosses and what's been going on elsewhere. So as we've seen the risk up and down, then this pair has sort of stayed middling really over the last couple of weeks. But it is in a minor downtrend that came through the month of April, and we're seeing signs of that picking back up. The key area that we're looking at is 107 here, which has been really good for scalping shorts recently. But we've broken back above that now. One of the reasons for this is that some return of business from Japan, who've been on the Golden Week holiday last week. We know there's been Japanese buyers in the market today, mainly importers. There are exporters coming in on the offer in dollar yen, but they seem to be outweighed by the buyers at the moment. We've also heard that there's been some bank action as well coming in with some big orders to buy, taking the price up through 107. So a lot of focus on this pair at the moment today, and that's leading to, as I say, a general dollar bid around the markets. Now, technically looking at the chart, we've got a fairly minor resistance area around about 107.20.30, and that's where we're hitting trouble at the moment. Above that, we've got 107.50, but really the big level for me is up towards 108. It's one of these levels that I highlight with a big red line, as you can see on the chart, because it's one of these areas that is a long-standing area. It's acted as support, it's acted as resistance. It's never right on the number, and it hasn't been of late. So you really need to look at it really sort of a 20 pip range, so sort of 107.90 to 108.10. That's the sort of zone you want to look at to see whether we're going to hold it or whether we're going to break it. Now, if we do break it, then there's every chance we find that area becomes support and it pushes on up maybe towards 109. So if you're trading this one, I'm looking perhaps to short into the 108 area, but then to reverse that into a long if it breaks, and if we see confirmation of that break, then we get a run higher. What I'm a bit concerned about today is the fact that Japan is just back from their holiday, so they may be playing a bit of catch up in the market here. So potentially this could be a false signal on this break above 107. That's what I'm going to be looking for to see if it holds, if we get a test of 107, if it holds, or if indeed it gives up pretty easily. So I'm a bit sort of sitting on my hands first thing this morning, but as I say, there is a general dollar bid in the market, and we've got some other key levels around the other pairs. If you look at euro dollar, we're pretty much a 108, 109 range, and we've just been below 108.10. So we've got potentially a test of the 108 area. The same for the Aussie dollar. Key level for me here is 65 even towards 65.10. 10's been broken right now, but we're seeing the support coming in at 65 even. If that breaks, then again, we could see a further pullback as the longs on last week's rally exit the trade once again. So lots in the mix early on. For me, it's going to be a day of watching and waiting and see how things develop over the course of the day, and then see what happens the rest of this weekend. And for that, I wish you good luck.